How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the New York Jets franchise. I mean, the Detroit Lions franchise here on Madden 22, as my previous rebuild team faces off against my current rebuild team. Today's matchup features a couple of young football teams who are hopefully on the upswing after committing to a rebuild. The Jets are looking forward to Zach Wilson's second year in the league, while the Lions have gotten early contributions from rookies D'Angelo Carmichael, Devin Woodson, and Bob Hairston. All in all, I've been very impressed with how our team has played through the first couple of weeks, and they've definitely exceeded my expectations. One could argue that we've had a pretty soft schedule to start this season, and that our early success is nothing but smoke and mirrors, but I'd say we've won both of our games convincingly, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do against the New York Jets. They certainly have the best defense of any of the teams we've faced yet this season, so I'm excited to see what our offense can do against the likes of Quinnen Williams, Carl Lawson, and Marcus May. In Week 1, our passing game paved the way for a victory over the Bears. Last week, our passing game struggled, but we got 4 touchdowns and over 100 yards from starting running back DeAndre Swift. We'll see Detroit's offense first here this week, as they have won the opening coin toss and have surprisingly elected to receive the kick. Rookie wide receiver Keegan Darby is back in his own end zone as he awaits the opening kickoff from Tyler Bass. Let's get this one underway here, Week 3. And this kick will be returnable for the rookie. Darby up the middle with blockers in front, cuts through a seam, one man to beat, and there he goes! Keegan Darby will not be caught. It's a 98-yard kickoff return for the touchdown, and we didn't have to wait long for our first big play of the day. Darby just weaves his way through traffic here, past teammates and opponents alike. Just pedal to the metal for the rookie's first career score. He's going to remember that one for a while, as now it's Jack Fox's turn to kick off. Just 10 seconds into today's game, we've already seen our first touchdown, and Fox will not give the rookie Jalen Bonito the opportunity to return that one, and Zach Wilson will take the field down 7-0. Wilson struggled as a rookie for the Jets, throwing nearly as many interceptions as he did touchdown passes, but he's off to a decent start here in this season. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, as he has put more of an emphasis on protecting the ball, and his first handoff goes to Melvin Gordon, who shakes a couple of tackles but gets blown up in the backfield by Sean Dean Hamilton. It sure looks like the Detroit Lions came to play, as they will force the Jets into an early 3rd and 9. Wilson in the shotgun, Bonito to his right. Wilson, quick throw up the left side, and that is well defended. Sean Francois on the coverage there, as the Jets go 3 and out on their opening drive. Now we'll bring up Bob Hairston, who had a strong debut against the Bears, but was more of a game manager last week against the Texans. We'll see what kind of day he has against the Jets here, who have one of the better run defenses in the league. We might end up relying on Hairston's arm more than we would like to, as DeAndre Swift takes his first touch for a gain of 5 1 week after getting 4 rushing scores on the ground. Hairston is under center on our first 3rd down of the game. Drifting back in the pocket, fires to Hawkinson, who's right at the 40-yard line, and that will be enough for a first. Detroit will get a fresh set of downs and the ball at the 40. Jason Kabinda checks in. They will run it to the left. There's a hole for Jamal Williams, and he will cross midfield into Jets territory with a gain of 11. Strong start for the Jets here today. They can add to their 7-0 lead here, setting up the screen for DeAndre Swift on 2nd down, but an excellent play there will drop him in the backfield. That play will make it 3rd and 13 as Hairston surveys the field from the shotgun. 4 wide receivers against a 4-man blitz. Hairston fires for Swift. He is close to the marker, and they will give him the first down. Nice conversion there by the Lions, as their drive will continue with the ball on the 39-yard line. Harrison from the shotgun on 1st and 10. Throw over to the right side of the field for Hawkinson, who rumbles ahead for a gain of 8. And that will lead to an early 3rd and 2. 3 wide receivers on the left side of the formation. Swift in the game, redirects, fighting, but he is stopped well shy of the marker. There's that run defense I was talking about earlier as Devondre Campbell makes a nice play. And that will bring out Austin Siebert for a 48-yard field goal, right hash, and a 10-0 Detroit Lions lead. So it's been a pretty strong start for all 3 phases of this Lions team right now. We've seen big plays from the offense, defense, and special teams as Zach Wilson has all kinds of time on 1st and 10, but down he goes back at the 14. It's the big man, Aleem McNeil, with his first sack of the season, and that will make it 3rd and 21. And the Jets will throw for this one. Just one receiver going deep. Wilson launches this one into double coverage, and it is knocked away from Zach Pascal. Another New York Jets 3 and out. That will give the Lions the ball with good field position here. 2nd and 5, they're already in Jets territory, and play action. Harrison will fire underneath for Hawkinson. That's their 3rd connection of the day, and it puts the ball at the 39-yard line. Now 2nd and 10 after a 1st down incompletion is a jet sweep for Dexter Allen, who will go backwards. Maybe not the best way to try and use his athleticism, but they are trying to put the ball in his hands. That will make it 3rd and 11, however, and the Lions are outside of field goal range. Hairston, with time, fires to the right side. Cephas has the 1st down as the Jets were playing soft. And that's another impressive conversion from this Detroit Lions offense. They've been in a couple of 3rd and longs and have converted both of them. Here's a handoff for J.J. Dunlap, who weaves his way down to the 18. And the Lions are in the red zone for the first time here today. 3rd and 2. Bunch formation on the right side for Hairston. DeAndre Swift in the backfield. Just over 2 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. And Swift is very close to the marker. And they will give him the 1st down. Quinnen Williams coming inches shy of stopping the Lions, but their drive will continue. Here's a 2nd down handoff for Swift, running up the middle with authority, and he's down to the 5-yard line. It's goal to go Detroit. They can take a 3-score lead with a touchdown here. 1st and goal from the 5. Harrison will throw for it, protected, firing for Cephas, who can't hang on. That would have been a difficult catch, and it's 2nd and goal. 2 wide receivers, right, 1 left. Harrison again to the air, and this time he will find T.J. Hawkinson from 5 yards out for a 17-0 Detroit Lions lead. As I can't really imagine this day starting any better for the Lions. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet, and they're already up 3 scores on Zach Wilson and the Jets. And there is Wilson's first completed pass, by the way. Gain of 11 to the 36-yard line. And on 1st down, they will hand off to Melvin Gordon. And he will plow his way ahead for a couple of yards. And this is an interesting spot to be if you are the Lions. Usually you're on the other side of these blowouts, so you need to make sure that you are taking care of business and actually closing out a team like the Jets. Just because you're up 3 scores does not mean that you can get complacent. There's still 3 quarters of football left, and if we can score 17 in 1 quarter, so can New York. The Jets will start the 2nd quarter with the ball, looking to get on the scoreboard here. This is easily their best drive of the day. 1st and 10 from the 43. It's a handoff to Pascal, who spins his way across the 35 and is tackled at the 34. And the Jets are on the edge of field goal range here. Ball on the 28. Wilson, delayed give to Gordon, who somehow gets away from Levi Onwuzurike and picks up about 6 yards where there looked to be nothing. That will make it 2nd and 4 from the 23. Wilson back to pass. He fires short. There is Jamison Crowder down to the 14. And New York is in the red zone behind a much better drive here. Zach Wilson is clicking, and he's now completed 5 passes in a row. But now he's intercepted. Sean Francois with Green in front and Green behind him. That's Zach Wilson. He's leaving in his dust as he goes 92 yards for the touchdown. And I think Francois was just as surprised as any of us, as that one was just way off the mark for Zach Pascal. And Francois was right place, right time. It's a 24-0 Detroit lead, as we've seen scores from the offense, defense, and special teams in this one. And Sean Dean Hamilton continues to impose his will on Melvin Gordon. What a surprise this game has been, as now the Jets face another third down. Wilson against a four-man rush. He's got time, fires, dangerous pass, as that is caught at the 48-yard line. That is Trevon Wesco, the backup tight end, making the catch in front of Amani Oruwariye. That will put the ball inside Detroit territory, as now George Fant, the tackle eligible, has the catch, and New York will continue their drive. It's technically still a three-score game here, but when you're looking at a 24-0 embarrassment, you are hoping just to get some points on this drive, as Wilson will find Carter for a gain of about 7. 3rd and 3 forthcoming as Zach Wilson looks to rally his team back into this one. On third down, they'll put this one on the ground, and the Lions were not ready for that, and Melvin Gordon will have the first down to the 18-yard line. Nice conversion there, and a solid pickup as they'll turn to Gordon on 1st and 10, and he will fall ahead to the 12-yard line as Romeo Okwara is shaken up for the Lions. He's one of our best pass rushers, but it's 3rd and inches, so we have our 46 defense out here. Wilson from the I formation, it's play action. He's got time, fires, and that is incomplete. Bounce off of somebody's helmet, and the Jets will settle for 3. It's a 21-point game as Bob Harrison hands off to DeAndre Swift. Less than 4 minutes to go in the action-packed second quarter. And it's 3rd and 1. As the Jets show double A gap pressure, DeAndre Swift will fight his way ahead for a gain of about 7. And the Lions will continue to dominate in this one as we reach the 2-minute warning. 24-3 is your score, and now the Lions with a big 3rd and 9 as they try to run a 2-minute drill. And a bad throw is worse than no throw in this situation. 3rd down, just don't turn the ball over. This is trouble, and down goes Hairston for the first time all season, as he just drifted back into trouble, and the Jets will get the ball back on their own 27. 2 timeouts and a minute 48 to go. Wilson under pressure will fire. There's Jamison Crowder to the 39-yard line, and Wilson will hurry his offense back to the line. New York trying to get set. They will send 5, and Wilson, feeling the pressure, throws this one away. 3rd and 4. Minute 20 left on the clock. 2 timeouts for the Jets, but that is knocked away by Alex Anzalone. And the Lions with another opportunity to put points on the board here. Just over 1 minute to go. It's 2nd and 2 from their own 25-yard line. 2 timeouts for the Lions. Harrison fires short. There's Dexter Allen to the 28. And they will hurry up to the line here, not wanting to use one of their timeouts. 2 high safeties for the Jets. Hairston not looking deep down the field. He'll check it short for DeAndre Swift, who loses the football, and it's recovered by the Jets. Marcus May knocks it out. Carl Lawson picks it up, and with 36 seconds to go and excellent field position, the Jets now have a chance to make it a 2-score game going into halftime. Now 31 seconds to go, just 1 timeout in their pocket. Wilson back to pass against a 4-man rush. Time is running out, and now he lost the football. Okwara knocked it loose, and Lucas Pera picks it up for the Lions as now they've turned over the Jets. What a first half of football, as Detroit will play cautiously with the end of the half there, taking a 24-3 lead into halftime. We're not the only NFC North team playing on the road this week, as the 0-2 Minnesota Vikings are locked in a tight battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll play Minnesota next week, but we still have 2 quarters to go here in MetLife Stadium, and if they're anything like the first half, I might lose my voice by the end of this one. We've seen some pretty big momentum swings in the first half, mostly tilting the field Detroit's way. But if you need a reminder of how quickly that momentum can shift, just take a look back to the last couple minutes of the first half. The Lions were lucky to force a turnover of their own and keep the Jets off the scoreboard at the end of the quarter, as now the Lions look to protect a 3-touchdown lead here in the second half. 24-3 on the scoreboard as Zach Wilson heads to the air, and he will find Jamison Crowder in tight coverage there. That is an excellent throw from the second-year quarterback. 1st and 10 Jets on their own 48. They're going to need more of those plays if they want to get back in this one. 1st and 10, Wilson firing underneath. There's Corey Davis across midfield to the 36. And just like that, the Jets are rolling to start the third quarter. Wilson will go under center, play action, and he will fire short. D'Angelo Carmichael nearly had his first career pick, and that will make it 3rd and 5 from the 31. Lions showing double A gap pressure. They will bring the blitz, but there's Jamison Crowder with another textbook pass from Zach Wilson, and suddenly it's a 2-touchdown game. And at first I thought Oruwariye got beat off the line, but he's actually got a decent cushion lined up against Jamison Crowder and just gets burned on the fade route there. Not a good look for the cornerback in a contract year, as suddenly the Jets are right back in this one. 24-10, the momentum has shifted their way, and it's up to Bob Harrison in this offense to get something rolling, and there's a swing pass out to Deshaun Stevenson. One rookie to another will make it 1st and 10 from the 37. Oddly enough, our defense and our special teams have actually outscored the offense to this point, 14-10. And without their contributions, this could be a tie ball game. Harrison will motion in the wide receiver on 1st and 10. This one not looking good as DeAndre Swift is swarmed in the backfield for a loss of 5. Carl Lawson the first one there, and Harrison will likely throw here on 3rd and 9. Bunch formation to the right side. Drifting back, taking a shot downfield, and Quintez Cephas has it to the 31-yard line. His 3rd catch of the day moves the sticks once again, as the Lions try to keep the pressure on New York to keep playing from behind. That conversion was a big part in at least getting some points on this drive, but again they will face a 3rd down. They've been successful on 3rd and longs. Here's 3rd and 8. Hairston firing for Hawkinson, who has the first down to the 16. We were 6 of 8 on 3rd downs in the first half, now 8 of 10 in the game. And it's 1st and 10, Harrison under center, play action to Williams. Harrison rolls out, sets his feet, fires, touchdown! And that's the first career catch and the first career score for wide receiver Quan Sandridge, as Detroit's offense extends the lead back out to 3 scores with a 16-yard touchdown pass from Bob Hairston. Just about everything going Detroit's way here, 31-10. As Bob Hairston rises to the occasion on that touchdown drive, accounting for all but 1 of the yards that our offense mustered there. Now the ball is back in the hands of Zach Wilson, and he will once again find Jamison Crowder, his favorite target here today, as Wilson goes over 200 yards through the air. Almost half of that has gone to Jamison Crowder. He will line up off screen to the right side on 1st and 10, but it's Trevon Wesco who will take the contact at the 44, who gets the ball on 1st and 10. Now 2nd and 4 from Detroit's 39. Wilson again heading back to pass. He's off target in the direction of Crowder, but a flag flies in. They got Amani Oruwariye for pass interference. Oruwariye may be the only Detroit Lion not having a good day here today, as the Jets have it 2nd and 10 on the 25-yard line. Handoff to the right side, and just like that, D'Angelo Carmichael makes his presence known. 3rd and 10. Wilson in the shotgun. They'll try the draw play again. Here's Gordon with a blocker or two, but he is taken down well shy of the marker, and the Jets will settle for 3. And I guess they're going to let Keegan Darby return this one, as he will take this one from his own 1-yard line, crossing the 25 to maybe the 28. There is a flag on the play, and it's 15 yards in favor of the Lions, who still find themselves facing a 3rd and 12. They've been very good on 3rd and longs and just 3rd downs in general, but this is the longest one they have faced since a 3rd and 13 back in the first quarter, and Hairston is picked off. It's Cameron Sutton back to the 23 as Hairston enacts a measure of revenge, but Detroit turns the ball over for the 2nd time here today on an ill-advised throw into cover 2. And suddenly the Jets with a chance to make this an 11-point game if they're able to score. They've got good field position, and Wilson will head to the air on 2nd and 8 and find his man Pascal now inside the 10, 2nd and 6. It's another throw for Wilson, who fires over the middle, and Weska will have it. Goal to go New York from the 2. And Detroit is hoping that they can get a goal line stand here from their defense. They've got the goal line formation in the game. Toss to the right side, and Jalen Benito is blown up in the backfield by Will Harris, as there's one final highlight in the 3rd quarter here, as we head on to the 4th with a 31-13 lead over the New York Jets. They're not out of it yet, however. It is a 3-score game here. Still plenty of time to make a comeback. Wilson to the end zone. Touchdown! The tight end Wesco slips behind the coverage in the back of the end zone, and suddenly we have ourselves an 11-point game. It might feel like we are winning big against the New York Jets, but we still need to go out and take care of business. We'll see how the offense responds after Hairston's interception last series. And they will hand off to DeAndre Swift on 2nd and 7. Quinion Williams with the stop, and it's another 3rd and long, maybe 3rd and medium if we're being generous. Either way, Hairston will throw for it. Now taking a deep shot for Christian Kirk, who hauls it in, shakes a tackle, and he's gone! 72 yards, and that might be the dagger. And Kirk didn't really win off the line here either. He just wins the foot race downfield. So Bob Hairston goes right back and attacks Cameron Sutton after being intercepted by him last series. And the end result is a 38-20 Detroit lead with just over 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And Wilson will take another deep shot for Jamison Crowder, but it is well defended by Sean Francois and leads to a 3rd and 5. And the Lions will play off here on 3rd down. Jalen Benito will have that one to the 39 as the drive will continue for the Jets. They're not out of this one yet, but they need a touchdown on this possession. But I guess they're going to get picked off instead. It's Tracy Walker coming down with the Lions' 2nd interception of Zach Wilson here today. And this is just a veteran play, as Jamison Crowder has been running this route to great success all game long. And Walker just slips over and picks off the pass to give Detroit the ball with 7.5 minutes to go in this one. I am losing my voice here. This has been a fun game. We're seeing players like Deshaun Stevenson get onto the field as we try to close this one out. One more score should do it, as we're also going to be draining the clock here. 6 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from the 30. Hairston off of play action takes a shot downfield. He'll find Christian Kirk inside the 10 as Detroit is not letting up off the gas here. Kirk over 100 yards for the second time this season on that reception there. It's first and goal from the 7. Jamal Williams fighting his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This has been a complete team victory here today. Everybody's contributing, everybody's finding the end zone, and everybody's having a good time. Now we can start rotating some depth players into the game. It's a 25-point lead with less than 5 minutes to go. Wilson's still going to the air, and he's still finding everybody covered, and he's still coughing up the football. Tyrell Williams knocks it out. Trey Flowers falls on it, and it's another short field for this offense. Bob Harrison's still in the game, but he's just going to be handing off to people at this point as DeAndre Swift falls down to the 10-yard line, first and goal. And a couple plays later, it's third and goal from the 3. J.J. Dunlap in the game. They'll hand off to the rookie, and he will find the end zone untouched up the middle as the Lions have dropped 50 on the Jets. And just in case this is as surprising to you as it is to me, I want to clarify, this is on the same slider and difficulty set that I've been playing with all series. Nothing has changed, but suddenly we are winning by 30 points. And even our backups are having a strong day as Kai Wilkinson and Tyrell Williams combine for a sack. There's our final defensive highlight as there is one more scoring play as Jamison Crowder finds the end zone again at the end of this one for a garbage time touchdown. He had a huge day against us, but it doesn't matter as we win 52-27 in this one. And I don't know about you, but I wasn't expecting that kind of result. We never trailed in this one and literally opened the scoring 10 seconds into the game. We led 24-0 before the Jets even got onto the scoreboard, and anytime they tried to make it close, we were there with a big play on offense or defense to stop their momentum in its tracks. Bob Harrison had a solid day for us with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. He showed a lot of poise on a day where our running game was quieter than usual. Yes, he threw his first career interception on a pass that I'm sure he'd like to have back, but he bounced back from that with, I think, his best throw all season in finding Christian Kirk deep down the field for the 72-yard dagger that put to rest any hopes of a New York Jets comeback. Our 7 touchdowns today were each scored by a different player. We had 5 touchdowns on offense, 2 on the ground, 3 through the air, 1 on defense, and 1 on special teams, making this also our most complete victory as a team. The highlights weren't limited to just our starters either. We saw guys like J.J. Dunlap find the end zone. Quan Sandridge caught his first career touchdown subbing in for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Keegan Darby had that big kick return for a touchdown, and we saw defensive players like Kai Wilkinson and Tyrell Williams really step up for the team as well. You'll notice that I did not include Sean Francois in the list of backups that made an impact today, and that's because I think he's going to be our nickel cornerback going forward. He started as the 4th corner on our depth chart, but he caught my eye over the last couple of games, so I gave him the start here today, and boy oh boy has he continued to impress. I honestly didn't expect him to be much of a contributor this season, but his play is making it impossible for me to keep him on the bench. Tyrell Williams is also exceeding expectations. He had a sack and a half today as well as a forced fumble, and he's caught my eye on previous occasions for his run-stopping ability, but he's someone that might get some more pass rushing snaps if he keeps this up. D'Angelo Carmichael had another solid game for us, using on a couple of plays, had a tackle for loss and a pass defensed, as we managed to put together a really solid day without really any contribution from last game's hero, Devin Woodson. Obviously, I'd like to see Woodson be very consistent for us, but it's nice to know that the rest of our defense doesn't rely on one player having a huge game to still get pressure and sacks and turnovers. This was, and I said this before, a team victory. And it was nice to be on the other side of a blowout. I figured this would come at some point in this series, but not 3 games into our second season. I don't know about you, but it feels way too early in this series to be having this kind of success. We're now 3-0 to start this season after winning just 1 game last year. That has me thinking though, given our strong start and the fact that we have an easier schedule than many teams this year, is it possible that we can push for a playoff spot as early as Season 2? Because we're not just taking care of business against some lower ranked teams here. We're winning pretty convincingly, and today's effort was the most recent example of that. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but this season just feels different. Everyone seems to be playing with a little bit more swagger and confidence, and the league is starting to take notice. Rookie corner Sean Francois takes home NFC Defensive Player of the Week in Week 3 for us, as we look ahead to our next game against the Minnesota Vikings. Now, speaking of blowouts, the Vikings were the team that blew us out of the water at the end of last season, and they returned the vast majority of that same roster. With the likes of Dalvin Tomlinson, Michael Pierce, and Eric Kendricks, they are poised to stop our running game and force us to throw the ball. And the dangerous trio of Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, and Dalvin Cook could make for a very difficult day for our pass defense. Cousins is still a very capable quarterback at age 34, and it helps that he's got one of the best wide receiver duos in the league to throw to. Jeff Oduka will shadow Justin Jefferson as much as possible in next week's game, which means that Sean Francois or Amani Oruwariye will be tasked with trying to shut down Adam Thielen. One thing I can almost guarantee, however, is that because this is the Minnesota Vikings we're talking about, it's going to come down to the final 2 minutes. So that's all for today's episode. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, and like always, take care and I will catch you next time.